Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm going to bring you a review this afternoon of a new belt by Core Essentials in their Trakline series of belts. So, if you follow my channel, I've done other reviews about the Core Essential Trakline belts. And in total, I've been wearing these belts for about a year now. And I can tell you that this is the only belt that I wear anymore. I don't wear any other belt but these. So they recently came out with their tactical series, and that's the one we're going to discuss. We'll briefly discuss all of them. If you notice here, I've got a brown one. I've got a black one that's on Tactical Dan here. And then they sent me this one. This was actually a prototype that they sent back, I guess in October, November. And they wanted me to wait to do the review until they actually had working prototypes or actual inventory to sell. So I noticed on their website the other day, I'd been kind of keeping an eye on it, that they're now offering these for sale. So they're the exact same price as the others, just made a little different. And when they came out with the tactical belt, I was pretty excited, to be honest with you. Not the fact that it was tactical or anything like that, but the fact that I wanted something a little more casual that had the potential to wear casually with jean shorts, or jean shorts, or even maybe some type of range pants. Something I could wear to the range. These are these right here are a little dressy for that. So first off, I've been wearing a combination of any of these for about a year now, and there is very little wear at all on these belts. And I'm pretty hard on belts. I normally carry the M&P Shield and a spare magazine, so you have that kind of weight on them. And not that either one of them are that heavy, but it's not like I'm carrying a smaller 380 or something. But if you look, there's a little bit of indentation here where the Trakline system goes, but that's it. Other than that, there's no real deformation of the leather in its shape or anything like that, like other traditional belts that I have that do. They do get a little bit of a memory to them, not a whole lot, but that's what I'm talking about as far as why they work so well for a gun belt, because they're so stiff. And they're rigid when it comes to this right here. When you're trying to squeeze it, it does not collapse on itself. That's why it holds. It's a good solid foundation for a firearm. And of course, their Trakline system that they're famous for being adjustable in quarter-inch adjustments, which makes it a very comfortable belt for all sizes of people. And when you buy them, you cut them to size yourself. And I've talked about this in my other videos. They have markings here every inch, and then you cut it custom for you. So that's a good thing. So let's talk a little bit about this new belt they have here. Same concept, same everything, except the difference is it has nylon on the outside, and on the back side they changed up their design on the back a little bit. It now has, I don't even know this material, but then it has the liner on the inside. But you see a Core gun belt, and it's got their website right there. Same exact concept. They did not make a special buckle for the tactical line. This is one of their standard buckles that they offer for their other belts. However, they did tell me that they're working, I think, on some type of more of a tactical looking buckle that still works off the Trakline system. So again, it just, when you slide it in, it clicks just like that. To release, there's a release button here, and then you slide it off like that. So these, when you they're thick enough that they hold your gun. Like with this, I'd wear inside the pants, and you hear that? Even though you see there's a gap there, it's thick enough that it's not going to come off that belt at all. So even with this gun on, if you look, now if I hold it one hand, it's going to fall down some, but just holding it across two hands, see how stiff that is and how well it holds it? That's the key to a really nice gun belt, is to have that rigidity to make sure that it's holding up very well. So another home run by Core Essentials. This right here, I think, expands their line very well to the person that normally wouldn't wear, you know, a dressy style belt. That this right here would be the belt for you. So that's, again, I'm very pleased with this, and been wearing this one every day, except for weekends. I don't always wear a belt, you know, if I'm just lounging around the house, but pretty much 5 to 6 days a week, I've been wearing this belt for a month, and it's showing very little to no wear at all. There's no worn spots, there's no type of damage or anything, and like I said, I'm pretty hard on belts. And this one right here has held up great, like all my others have. So can't speak highly enough about Core Essential and their belts. And if you're looking for a kind of a lifetime belt, this right here would be the one for you. The cool thing about these, let's say you're wanting to lose a few pounds, and you're kind of a heavier guy or whatever, and you're saying, well, if I don't want to spend that kind of money on a belt when you're looking at traditional gun belts, but because of this one, you custom size, if you lose weight, you can cut it shorter. Now, if you gain weight back, you obviously can't add to it, but you can make this smaller. Where if you go out and buy an $80 or $90 gun belt that fits you now, and let's say you're a 42 waist and you're wanting to get down to, say, a 38, then that belt may not work for you without punching a bunch of extra holes and stuff like this. With this, you can custom design it for size as you lose weight. Again, you just can't add to it, but you can keep your buckle. They sell the buckles and the belt separate, so just keep the buckle and buy your replacement belt. They do sell them separate for both of them, so there you go. You won't have to spend quite as much on the second time if you gained weight back and you needed to add. Or if you bought a belt now and let's say you were 38 and you gained some weight over time, then you could just do that. Now, I cut mine a little bit long, not super long, but a little bit. And one thing I will tell you, you know, this right here just tucks into my belt loops. When I talked to them, they did say that they're thinking about, when I first got this, these are so stiff that this would hold out like that. Just stick it in your belt, in your belt loops and wear it. Mine has conformed now that it really doesn't do that. You could easily take and just roll this around in that shape like this, and then maybe put like a rubber band around it and let it kind of form in that circular shape. So it kind of holds its shape once you do that, and then it won't stick out. But I was told that they're thinking about offering maybe some kind, or including some kind of keeper over here. I didn't get one with mine because, again, it was a prototype that was before market. So I don't know if they're actually having the keeper, but it never bothered me. Like I said, it did stick out kind of straight like that, and I just kind of wore it in where then it kind of formed to that shape, and now it doesn't bother me at all, or I don't even notice it. But you may get a keeper with yours, not sure. That was discussed in a couple emails that we corresponded with. But anyway, guys, if you're looking for awesome belts, can't speak highly enough about these. I highly suggest go ahead and spend the money. You know, I'm always budget friendly in my channel, or try to be, and these are not super expensive, not super cheap either, because I did a review on some $12 belt that did okay. But these right here, in reality, if they last this long and they've got the warranties that they have, this is a value. So you're buying one belt or two belts for the next 10 years, so you don't have to worry about that. So to me, that's a good value, and that's budget friendly. When I don't have to replace something over and over again, I've got a closet full of belts. Either I've outgrown or whatever, or they've torn up, or they've gotten so out of shape or so bad that they won't work, or they just don't work for a gun belt, and so I wear a gun typically all the time. So something like this is the way to go. Anyway, I want to thank Core Essentials for their continued support of the channel, sending us out these products to review. Big thumbs up from me as far as what they offer and what they have. So anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. If you got any questions, you can post those below. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up down there in that section. Also, share content. Helps us with the channel. Also helps these nice vendors that supply us product for you to take a look at and get the word out about them. As always, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Bring another video shortly. Have a great day.